John Lavelle on colitis and diarrhea. Something important you should know. If you have an attack of colitis, which is diarrhea, or you don't have colitis but you have diarrhea, like a real bad, you get hit real bad with it. You ate some spicy food or whatever caused it. An important thing you should know is that your electrolytes are more than likely imbalanced now. And you're saying, well, so what? Okay, electrolytes can affect the way your body. You can actually get sick if your electrolytes aren't balanced. And I saw a fellow in the hospital. I was in the hospital for a week, and there was a guy in the next bed, and I talked to him when he came in. He was an older fellow. I talked to him when he came in, and he seemed perfectly normal for who he was. His intelligence was whatever it was. I'm not here to criticize it. He seemed to be coherent, and his conversations were fine. And about 2 days later, I noticed he was laying there with his eyes open. They were all glossy, and I thought, that's kind of weird. Maybe I could just keep an eye on this. And then later that afternoon, he got up and took off his clothes and started standing on the bed. And apparently he's waiting for a bus. So I thought, okay, something's wrong here. I don't care what anybody says. So the next day, the doctor came in, because it was a teaching hospital. So he had some students, and he was explaining this man's case, his medical history, and what they plan to do for him and stuff, and he was asking them what their diagnosis was and stuff. Just it was kind of like a lecture and teaching and question period with this fellow for about 10 minutes. And they were about to leave, and I asked the doctor there if I could speak with him for a minute, which he gave me the minute to speak. And I said, I don't think your patient is doing so well. And he says, oh, well, why would you say that? And I said, I'm not sure. I think he might have had a stroke or something. And I said to him, when he first came in, he seemed to be fine. Our conversation was fine. I said, and now he's standing on the bed with no clothes on, waiting for a bus. So he replied, he said to me, well, he's an old man. And I said, I find it kind of strange he got old in, a few hours. Because as I said, he was fine. He says, well, okay, thank you for telling me that. And he says, I'll look into it. And then he came back the next day. He says, thanks for telling me. We found out his electrolytes were out. He says, you can have delusions and everything else if your electrolytes are out. He says, what we did is we corrected them. I said, it looks like you did something, because he's back to normal, so good job there. So anyways, that's the importance of electrolytes, getting them balanced. Now, if you don't know, you can drink Gatorade, because it's basically electrolytes. If you ever have a diarrhea issue, like a really bad one, where you're really emptying yourself out, it'll flush your electrolytes out, by the way. And or you can just take a glass of water, 8 or 10 ounces of water, and you want to add probably about a tablespoon of teaspoon or tablespoon of sugar, and then a half a teaspoon of salt. And you mix it together, because basically that's what makes up electrolytes, is salt and sugar balance. And you drink that right after you have the diarrhea, and you won't have to worry about the effects of your electrolytes not being in sync. Anyways, that's it. See ya.